Hello, everyone. This is Talk for episode 263. We are 3 days away. We are 3 days away. We are 72 hours away. Away from what, you guys may ask? Well, before I even say anything, first off, Happy New Year. You guys are starting off the new year with the best wrestling podcast there is out there. Talk for Glory. You guys are probably wondering, who's this guy that's got all this energy? What's he talking about? You guys already know. Introductions are always a must. I'm an English before. This is Talk for Glory, episode 263. And there is a show, a kingdom that is coming. What kingdom that is? New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom. And I would be lying if I said this is not the show I look forward to the most for the new year when it comes to Talk for Glory. And more importantly, this is the predictions that Talk for Glory tends to have probably top 5, top 3 most energy for. When it comes to predictions, on Wrestle Kingdom, I tend to have so much energy. I'm pretty much amped up all the way. But guys, we are 72 hours away from Wrestle Kingdom, and there's so much wrestling to talk about. I'm so excited for this. Oh, man. All right, first off, I'm going to have to dim it down just a little bit. Because we're going to talk about, first and foremost, for the Never Openweight Championship. It is defending champion Evil, sadly, versus making his debut, Aaron Wolf. You know, for anyone, or for everyone, that is unfamiliar with Aaron Wolf's game, apparently he did judo. He did judo for the Olympics. I'm not that all familiar with his work. And as you guys already know, when it comes to an Evil match, Enigma before ain't no liar, and he ain't no fan of Evil. But if there's one thing I enjoy, it's the man that enjoys the combat sport. So Aaron Wolf, save us from the reign that is Evil. Win the Never title and show me if you have strong style. And I know I'm probably going to be speedrunning this, but that's okay, because I'm not going to speedrun this. It is a 10-man tag team match. It is faction warfare at its finest. It's a classic. It's an oldie but goodie. It's United Empire, so you guys already know. Crown fucking up. It is the members. It is returning Henare. It is the hero, the protector, the GOAT Okan. It is the Prince of Pace, Callum Newman. And you guys see the name. What's up, Bloody Money? I hope you are going to enjoy these predictions, because I sure as hell am. And joining 3 members of United Empire, La Sombra, El Ídolo, the original Ingobernable, Andrade, and the mystery man of their choice, versus Bullet Club War Dogs. One second. Bullet Club War Dogs, their leader, David Finlay, the man who's got one of the most deadliest finishers in the business today, Drilla Killer, Drilla Maloney. You guys may know him. You guys know him as that guy that fuck AEW, fuck WWE, Shinny Honichi Ban. He's a madman. He spent 2 years in the dojo. Gabe Kidd. And former LIJ members Hiromu Takahashi and Shingo Takagi. XX is Jake Lee. I like that. I like that prediction, Blood Money. I love that prediction. I've been wondering where's Jake Lee for so long. If he shows up as United Empire's second mystery man, oh man. I should probably ask the question then. Blood Money, you think mystery man is Jake Lee. So now I'll ask future Talk for Glory listeners, who do you think is United Empire's mystery man? We've already been revealed to have Andrade. So who is Mr. XX joining United Empire at Wrestle Kingdom? All right, next. It is, sadly, a number one contenders match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Featuring participants. Ooh, I like that. I like that Weeb. Roosh is a good prediction. Who knows? Maybe United Empire gets La Sombra and the Bull. Because everyone knows when you mess with the Bull, you get the horns. But back to the junior four-way featuring representing Bullet Club, Taiji Ishimori, the Bone Soldier, a Talk for Glory favorite. If you guys been here since day one-ish, you guys know that Taiji Ishimori, Mr. Bone Soldier, was Enigma V4's favorite junior heavyweight. Probably still is. Top 3, actually. Versus the handsome devil behind a mask. I know he's my favorite. I know he's shout out Tommy from BTBC's favorite. And then, El Desperado versus House of Torture Show. And finally, the Japanese young punk, Kosei Fujita. I enjoy four-ways. Naito is a big fat no. Wait, Blood Money. Wait. Let's fantasy book real quick. Let's say the second XX is Naito. What if United Empire's second mystery man was Tetsuya Naito? How would the former members of LIJ react? It's all about who is the mystery man. But back to the juniors. Taiji Shimori, the Bone Soldier, multi-time junior heavyweight champion, multi-time junior tag team champion, former never six-man tag team champion. But you know what's crazy? The man has yet, and I do mean yet, the man has yet to win a tournament. So yes, Taiji Shimori has never won Best of Super Juniors, never won Junior Tag League. But even though he's never won those tournaments, hopefully, maybe, he can win this Fatal 4-Way. We move on to El Desperado. Again, handsome devil behind the mask. The man that carried the junior division after Hiromu up and left it. But he's still a junior heavyweight by name. El Desperado is trying to save the junior division once again. He's trying to save us from House of Torture. He's trying to save us from the torture that this house gives us. He's trying to save us from Doki. Weeb, great question. Why isn't the junior title being defended instead of a number one contenders match? Don't know. I guess the answer is fuck you. That's why. That's what New Japan is telling us. Because I love the junior title. I genuinely do. Right now, as it currently stands, my top 3 championships in New Japan Pro Wrestling are the junior title, the never title, the world title. Top 3, in that order. And Show and Doki holding the tag. All right, fine. The tag titles aren't being defended. That's cool. But I at least wanted the junior heavyweight champion to be on the Wrestle Kingdom card and defend his title. This number one contenders match, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. But at the same time, I can accept less is more. Who knows? Maybe they could have just done a fatal 4-way for the junior title. Who really knows the actual reason behind it? When I talk about junior heavyweight wrestlers, a lot of people do talk about the Hiromus and the Despies and the Ishimoris. But now I think we should talk about the future. And the future is the Japanese young punk himself, the youngest Best of Super Juniors winner, Kosei Fujita. He was close against Despy, and I mean, oh, so close. Can he be the youngest IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion? That's a possibility. I want to say yes. But there are 4 people here. There's 1 champion. There's 1 championship. So I need to give one answer. Out of everyone here, who is the one that will face Doki at New Year's Dash, which is the day after Wrestle Kingdom, the Raw after WrestleMania? I gotta say, I think Kosei Fujita will be the one to face Doki at New Year's Dash for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Because if there's one thing that Kosei has over everyone here, it's age and time. But Kosei's time is a lot closer than people want to admit. What's up, Tay? So I love that Weeb, Blood Money, you guys are behind the Japanese Young Punk. I know TMDK is behind the Japanese Young Punk because at the end of the day, the mighty don't kneel. Now I hope at Wrestle Kingdom, the mighty do win. And damn. Also, if you guys are wondering about the Never 6-man Rambo and the NJPW TV title, those are on pre-shows, and here on Top Floor we don't talk about pre-show matches. But to speed run those matches real quick, ELP for the win, love Chris Brooks, and Bullet Club War Dogs for Never 6-man champions. But now it's time to talk about the first of 2 double title matches. Oh man, I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this. For the IWGP Women's Championship and the NJPW Strong Women's Championship. It is the Phoenix Queen, Tokyo Sports MVP, BTBC's Wrestler of the Year, Talk for Glories. You guys might have to find out later because our awards are on the way. She is the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. She is the World of Stardom Champion. It is Saya Kamitani. Her opponent, the fitting opponent. It is the... Oh, wait. I butchered that. I fucked that up. Saya Kamitani, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. I was looking at Shuri when I was saying all this. The New Japan Strong Women's Champion, Saya Kamitani, sadly beat my favorite Azumi. But, oh, I like this. Weeb, you say Shuri. Blood Money, you say Kamitani. But, actually, let me redo that whole intro now, because I fucked that up horribly. She is Tokyo Sports MVP. She is the Phoenix Queen. She is BTBC's Women's Wrestler of the Year. Is she Tarfin Glorious? Gonna have to find out later, because our awards are on the way. She is the NJPW Strong Women's Champion. Saya Kamitani versus the Stardom Terminator, God's Strongest. She had to slay a god to get that belt back. The only and the first ever two-time IWGP Women's Champion, Shuri. Bloody Money, I'm going to get to that question right after I talk about my prediction on this match. So, I personally think that Shuri versus Kamitani is a match that Stardom has held off on for a while, because let's really go down the list. Kamitani has slain angels. She's beaten Carrara. She's beaten Natsupoi. She's beaten Saori Anou. She's beaten our favorite. She's beaten Azumi. She beat Suzu Suzuki. There's only two people that have yet to face. Oh, yeah, she also beat Tam. She retired Tam. She retired an angel. There's only two people that I think have a fighting chance, and that is Shuri and Micah. Now, it's funny that as I'm reading your comments, Bloody Money, because I think Kamitani is on an unstoppable run. Again, the accolades, they speak for themselves, and this is only year one of the Phoenix era. But, one moment. Okay, now that I'm back. But now talking about Shuri real quick. Again, God's Strongest. There was only two people that are left in Kamitani's path of becoming, honestly, the most unstoppable figure in all of Stardom, and that's literally Shuri and Micah. Now, on maybe any random Tuesday, I would think Kamitani's got it. But, one, she's facing God's Strongest. Two, Shuri had to fight Sari to get this belt back. Three, and most importantly, I don't see Shuri V0ing. But at the same time, I don't know if you guys count the Momo match as a V1, because Kamitani did put both belts on the line. But in my eyes, they're both basically V0s. And it has yet to be said whether this match is a double title match or a unification match. Personally, I think they should unify. I've been thinking that they should have unified the moment the Strong Belt got announced. But with a unstoppable force that is Kamitani and an immovable object that is Shuri, and 2 belts at the grandest stage of them all, where the lights are the brightest, where the kingdom comes. There needs to be a winner. Weeb, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'd be pretty pissed if it was a time limit draw. But that's another thing with these New Japan Strong / IWGP women's title matches that are on New Japan. They tend to go pretty short. Please give this match 20 minutes. Please give Shuri versus Saya Kamitani 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I do not want to see this match go 10 minutes and under. But back to what I was saying, between the possibilities of winners and losers, I think Shuri will be the one to beat Kamitani. And I know what a lot of people are thinking. Enigma, Kamitani's on the roll of her life. She can't lose now. When it's a strong belt, there's a possibility. And I really want everybody to think about this. When you look at the Stardom roster, who on that roster has a fighting chance to beat Kamitani? Not dethrone Kamitani, but to beat Kamitani in a singles match. We're pretty much down to Micah and Shuri. So Shuri might clip one of the Phoenix Queen's wings come Wrestle Kingdom, and we may be looking at 2 belt Shuri. And if you guys remember 2021, I believe, 2021, 2022, Shuri at one point held 2 titles. She held the SWA Championship and the World of... Actually, I'm wrong. In 2021, 2022, Shuri held 3 belts. She held the World of Stardom Championship, the SWA Championship, the Goddesses of Stardom Championship. So, Shuri is no stranger to having multiple belts. Now, the real question is, does God's Strongest walk out with 2 belts? That's what we're here to find out. So, I have Shuri for the win. And let's see if I'm right. Next is the other double title match. Oh wait, before I even talk about the other one, let me ask this question to viewers. So it is uncertain if the double title match between Saya Kamitani and Shuri are... God damn it. It is uncertain if the double title match between Shuri and Saya Kamitani is a unification match or just a double championship match. So in the rare case that this is a unification match, would you guys like to see Saya or Shuri holding 2 belts? Or would you like New Japan / Stardom to create an entirely new belt? Maybe call it the IWGP Strong Women's Championship. You guys let me know. All right. Speaking of IWGP, it is another double title match, and it's funny that I have to talk about this one because I'm the one that tweeted out and asked, did we not learn from 2020? But title for title, double title match, the Tokyo Dome, 2 champs. It is Shinsuke Nakamura's charisma in one person. It is the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, Yota Tsuji, versus Shinsuke Nakamura reincarnated strong style. Actually, no. It is the new King of Strong Style, the Alpha. Probably Don Callis' favorite member of his family. It is the IWGP. Yes, IWGP. World Heavyweight Champion. Representing New Japan. Representing DDT. Representing AEW. The G1 winner. Konosuke Takeshita. It's funny that we're getting this match because when I forget when Evil won his block in the G1, I wanted Takeshita versus Tsuji to be the finals of the G1. But this is one of those times we had to let Gato cook. And, Bandana Man doesn't always cook the best, but he cooked pretty good here. When it comes to this match, the double title match, honestly, me personally, I have been fearing double title matches literally since 2020. I've been tired of double title matches, actually. But this is a match with the implications that I can't pass up. I have to root for this double title match. Yota Tsuji needs to win more than anything. Takeshita cannot just have both world titles and a global title in possession of an AEW wrestler. Bloody Money, you're a little bit right, but again, like I said, that man is technically a triple contracted man. So that belt wouldn't just belong to AEW, it would belong to New Japan, it would belong to DDT. But I'm gonna talk to you about that. Konosuke Takeshita. What a run that man has had. 2025 might have been the year of Takeshita. I don't know if anyone can name me maybe 5 other people that had a better year than him, but his name's up there. Top 2, top 3 even. If you want, you can maybe argue that John Cena, accolades wise, had a better run than Takeshita. Maybe you can argue accolades, moments, crowd reaction. Hangman Page had a better run than Takeshita. But when you list the accomplishments of Konosuke Takeshita, they are truly unmatched. But Takeshita, double champed last year at Wrestle Kingdom. Never AEW International G1 winner, IWGP World Champion, co-main eventing Wrestle Kingdom this year. There were so many things that Takeshita has done this year. Now, Tsuji won the global title in the beginning of this year, lost it, did some side quest, and then won it back. But more importantly, what Tsuji was doing this year was finding himself. 2025 was the year that Yota Tsuji found himself. And in 2026, it is the year that Tsuji takes the New Japan flag and runs with it. Because who he is today, he is the man that will lead New Japan into the future. Now, there's just one thing he's missing. It's the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Similar how Konosuke Takeshita is missing the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Because when you're just winning belts on belts on belts in the Tokyo Dome of all places, how do you really question if someone's the best? Like, the only way Takeshita winning double titles would be better if it was in Madison Square Garden. That is literally the only way it would be better. But Tsuji is fighting for pride, and he's kind of sticking it to AEW. Takeshita is just stat padding. Now, the real question is, who walks away with both titles out of this arena? Takeshita, pride and ego, to stick it to Okada and everything in between. And Tsuji fighting for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I need Yota Tsuji to win this. And if not for New Japan, not for the fans, I need Yota Tsuji to win the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Because on multiple occasions has Tsuji said, when I win that belt, so his goal has been clear this entire time. When I win that belt, when Yota Tsuji wins the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, he is taking it back. We are going back to before the disaster happened. He is taking it back, and he is bringing back the previous IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And that is enough reason for me to believe in Yota Tsuji. Takeshita, you may be the alpha. Hell, you might even be, if not BTBCs, you might be Top for Glory's Superstar of the Year. But come January 4th, come Wrestle Kingdom, I can't have you IWGP World Heavyweight Champion anymore. Tsuji, save us. Bring back the classic. Bring back the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Bring back the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. And that will be the beginning of New Japan Pro Wrestling healing. All right, guys. We're about to hit the main event. And if you guys think that little summary, that little predictions had passion, that had promo, I guess call it a promo, that had that fire. Well, before I even talk about the next match, guys, thank you for listening. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys are looking forward to Wrestle Kingdom as much as I am. But you guys already know, when it comes to Talk for Glory, you guys know to do one of the most important things. That is to follow the socials. All right, guys. So you guys already know. You guys saw the socials, but also make sure you guys join the Talk for Glory Discord. I know that it gets a little dead in there from time to time, but I love when we join the voice chats and we tend to just talk about wrestling in general, just life in general. I hope you guys are enjoying the new year. It is 2026, guys. I hope you guys lived a great life in 2025 and is even better in 2026. You know, we closed out the year. We closed out 2025 with the retirement of John Cena. And we will start 2026 saying goodbye to the ace of the universe, New Japan Pro Wrestling's biggest hero. In his final match, in his final match versus the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Some people say the best in New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's not coming from me. He is the former Unified Champion, Kazuchika Okada, the former Unified Champion, the current International Champion, no longer the AEW Continental Champion. Yeah, you guys just know I'm not the biggest fan of Okada, but Okada faces, for the last time, maybe his biggest rival, his best rival. He is the ace of the universe. He is my favorite, your mother's favorite. He air guitars so well that he could obviously sell out the Tokyo Dome and Madison Square Garden with a 20-minute notice. His hairstyle constantly changes. His motto will ring echoes throughout the universe. Never tired, never get down, never give up. He is a former, and yes, I'm going to make this as long as I can. He is a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, IWGP United States Champion, IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, IWGP Heavyweight Champion, NJPW TV Champion, never Openweight Champion, never six-man champion. So, who's the real belt collector? He is the ace. He is the president. Hiroshi Tanahashi. And throughout 2025, there were times where I would just randomly text one of my friends that knew about New Japan Pro Wrestling. I would just randomly go, Tanahashi's really retiring January 4th next year. There are times I would text Smoove, and he would do the same thing with John Cena. We're like, dude, John's retiring in 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 2 weeks, 2 days. I've been doing that with Tanahashi, and one of my friends that we went to AEW Dynasty together. We went to AEW Forbidden Door last year. I remember him seeing Tanahashi and him doing all these moves, and he was telling me how cool Tanahashi is. And I was explaining to him Tanahashi lore, and my friend said, oh man, I really want to see more Tanahashi matches live in person. I'll never forget when I saw Tanahashi. Smoove saw Tanahashi too. It was Madison Square Garden, 2019. G1 Supercard of Honor. His match against Zack Sabre Jr. for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. And although Tanahashi lost, I just knew. I finally understood what people felt live in person. I also got to see Tanahashi at a House of Glory show. He faced Matt Cardona. And even closer, that was... I literally looked at the coolest person I ever saw. He's facing Okada. Now, Okada might be like Kenny Omega in regards to I might be phoning it in Monday through Sunday on AEW TV, but when we in the Tokyo Dome, magically in his prime. Magically in his prime. I don't want to see the Okada that flips people off and says bitch. I don't want that. I want the 720-day record Rainmaker. I want the Okada that walked out with Gato. I want the Okada that was the leader of Chaos, because I need the best version of Okada to face Tanahashi for the last time, because I know at January 4th, Wrestle Kingdom, we get the final and the best version of Tanahashi in that match. It is the main event. It is sold out. And I really want to see everybody just feel that aura, that presentation that everyone loves so much of Tanahashi. And I tell Smoove all the time, when Tanahashi hits that final sling blade, when he hits that final aces high, when he goes up top rope for the final high fly flow, that's when you know it is the end of an era in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But with all that being said, there's winners, there's losers. This is the main event, damn it. I don't want a time limit draw. Who do I have winning? I have, for the final time, getting his final win, maybe one of his biggest wins, I have the president. I have the ace. I have Tanahashi beating Okada. Oh man, that was a lot more passionate than I was expecting out of myself. But similar to the John Cena video. Actually, no, because you guys are gonna get a top 10 best matches from Tanahashi out of Tanahashi. Ugh. You guys are gonna get a top 10 video of Tanahashi's best matches after Wrestle Kingdom in that same week. So I'm not gonna ask the question of who do you guys wish Tanahashi faced, but guys, that was everything. That was Tanahashi's last win against Okada was at Destruction in Kobe 2018. Oh, when Jay White turned, right? Damn. But guys, that was Tough for Glory's New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 20 predictions. Isn't it crazy that Tough for Glory has been a thing since 2018? We kicked off 2019 during Wrestle Kingdom, where the main event was the first. Actually, yes, let's talk about that real quick. It's crazy how Tough for Glory's first Wrestle Kingdom predictions was Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. Fast forward years later, Tough for Glory's final Tanahashi predictions is him in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. So, from myself, from Smoove, thank you, President Ace. Thank you, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And I hope everybody continues on this legacy, follows his words of never giving up, never getting tired, never get down. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. I got a little emotional at the very end. I hope you guys have enjoyed your New Year's. I hope you guys are enjoying however you guys are spending your Thursdays. Most importantly, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe. Have a great day and or night. Once again, Happy New Year's. And then I guess I'll say my goodbyes for the review. Happy New Year. Stay safe. And most importantly, enjoy wrestling.